Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program, fuckers. And today I'd like to have a look. This is a Patek magazine, and I love nothing more than to collect these magazines, and then, you know, many years later I'm starting to acquire the pieces that were released in this magazine, and it's really cool. And this is an issue from 2004, and it's got a great article from my style guru, Nick Folks. Nick Folks has got a great article in this magazine, and he's talking about the Patek 5107. He goes, wearing a Patek Philippe is like joining a club or fraternity. Whether it is the hallowed halls of St. James in London, an American country club, or an exclusive dining society, it's irrelevant. The principle is the same. Membership has its rewards. However, it brings its responsibilities too. A part of the bargain implicitly understood in Patek Philippe's suggestion that you never actually own one of their watches but are merely a caretaker. Thus, the relationship between a man and his Patek Philippe, and I can only speak as a man, is more than that of an owner and possession, or master and servant. And he goes on to say, the refined complications will set the pulse of horophiles. That sounds like one of Archie's Bangkok tours. Horophiles racing. The rugged elegance of the Nautilus and its younger sibling, the Aquanaut, testify to the longevity of the company's vision of sporting chic. But for an introduction to the Patek Philippe philosophy, and yes, it's a philosophy, it is hard to better the reference 5107, fuckers. To my mind, this is the star of the Calatrava series. Inaugurated in the 1930s, this collection is neither the most expensive nor the most exotic, and yet it is Patek Philippe at its most distinctly classic. The self-winding reference 5107 with date and centre sweep seconds hands could only be a pure thoroughbred. Its sobriety and asceticism are its strengths. It's a watch so completely at home with itself that it does not need to shriek or even speak of its antecedents. Instead, it merely hints and persuades. The reference 5107 is what Patek Philippe does best, embodying the subtle and elusive sotto voce elegance at the heart of the brand. With a case of 37 mils in diameter, here is a featheriness on the wrist that, in these days of overscaled watches with cases beyond the 50mm barrier, is a novelty. Then there is the face, the creamy, vellum-like, faintly opaque luster of the simple dial. With its sober batten numerals, it's almost hypnotic. Hypnotic, fuckers. And it's a really great article. And what I really did enjoy is, in conclusion, he's saying its own considerable charm aside, the Calatrava reference 5107 is the gateway to such pieces as the Calatrava travel time reference 5134. Descartes had one of these. And the world time reference 5110. Descartes got one of these now. A personal favourite, the annual calendar reference 5035. Nice one, folksy. And I agree with him there. He's a smart fucker. And a personal favourite, the annual calendar reference 5035 is the sort of intriguing, intersectional complication that I never knew I wanted until, of course, Patek Philippe created it. And it's just great. But just as you never really own a Patek Philippe, you never really move on from the first one. A collection of Patek Philippe's may, over the years, grow to include rare, complicated and beautiful timepieces, but you will always feel a huge debt to that special watch that first ignited the passion. Nick Folks, talking on the 5107. In reference to the 5107, he finds a Patek Philippe with all the credentials to start a serious collection. Well said, folksy boy. Well said, old chap. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of the 5107. See you later.